We're here. We're live. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Game On. This is the Sports Morning Espresso Shot. I'm your host, Will, from Game On. He's Cricket from sportspicks.locals.com. If I sound like shit this morning, it's because I feel like shit. I get the flu or cold or whatever the hell's going around. But you know what made me get up this morning, Crick? Because I was about to punt on it. I got up this morning at 4 a.m. to do this show with you guys because we got college football. That perked me up a little bit.
We do, sir.
We do. Yeah, I yesterday at work was got to work, and throughout the day I was like, I don't feel good. Didn't want to eat. And then all of a sudden I'm like, I'm really cold, but it's hot as hell in here. I had my sweatshirt and my like snow jacket on, dude, the whole day, just sweating like crazy, but feeling cold. I'm like, this sucks. There was a guy that came up and he's like, hey, can I talk to the pharmacist? And I'm like, oh, he's right. That's him. And he looks at me and goes, oh, and I go, yeah, I don't look very professional today. Sorry. And you want to know what makes it worse, Crick?
Tell me.
So I'm like, oh, I just can't wait to get home, go to bed. There was a snowstorm last night. It took me an extra hour to get home.
Oh, brutal, dude.
Doing like 30 on the highway because I can't see shit because of the snowstorm.
Man, that's running bad, dude.
But we're here. We're live. So is Jose Taco. Good morning, Jose Taco. Good morning, C. Right. Yeah, so if I keep getting up to go get water, you guys will know why, but I'm here. I took some drugs this morning. Look okay. You know.
You get squared away, man. That's just rough. I hear that flu strain going around right now is pretty brutal.
Well, all my kids have it, so I go, oh, I'm due. This makes sense.
Yep. Them kids are what it gets you, man. They're like the little carriers and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
They always keep that stuff floating around.
How are you doing this morning? Can you not hear me?
I can. I didn't hear that. I'm all right. I'm good. I'm good this morning. I'm actually feeling pretty good. We had a rough day on Tuesday. I lost like 15 units, but I was able to make about 10 back last night on Creek's Picks. So we had a pretty good day. I did. I had 3 unders in the NBA, 3-0. Had
told you.
Yeah. I even considered, and I didn't look to see if they went over or not, but the couple I was considering over, and I thought about you. I was like, nope. He told me if I was thinking about taking over, just leave the game alone. So I left it alone. I went 3-0 and unders in the NBA. I wound up going 3-0 in the NHL, and I had a small loser, like 0.32 units or something in NCAA. Kind of just chased my tail there, but wound up making about 10 back when it was all said and done. So I'm pretty good this morning, sir.
I had a baby. I think only like 2 or 3 games went over in the NBA yesterday. So.
Oh man, I wonder which ones it was. I didn't even look. I didn't care.
The one that I'm glad I stayed away, but that Knicks Clippers one ended up going over.
I had something happen to me that I think has never ever happened to me in my sports betting career. I don't remember it ever happening, but had a under in a game that went to overtime and still went under.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. Magic.
Yeah, oh, that was that crazy one that was set at 245, right, or something like that.
No. It was like I think. Let me see what I got it at real quick. I got it at under 220.5. They went to overtime. Final score 104-103.
What's wrong with the Thunder? You know,
Man, just expected some. They started so hot, dude. It's a professional sport. It's a long season. You get some guys banged up, some guys a little lack of motivation. So I kind of expected this. I kind of expect the same thing from the Colorado Avalanche in the NHL because they started out much the same way. But it's just a long season in the professional sports, man.
Yeah, but Utah going to overtime with Utah at home. I mean, after losing 2 straight, I mean that's just, something's wrong. Steps. Good morning, sir. Glad you're here. Now I don't have to do as much.
Yeah, I heard you were sick. So I heard you were talking about unders, and under king here couldn't resist. Just to piggyback there on the OKC thing. I've been reading a lot that and the guy got ejected, one of the coaches. Apparently, like the referees are starting to crack down a little. Like it's been a big deal about how they've been calling the games and stuff for SAG and the rest of the Thunder and stuff like that.
Too. Yeah, like he's not getting to the free throw line like he used to, and so it's really just throwing off their game.
But yeah, if you watch like the highlights of the calls that he gets and like how he plays, it could be very frustrating to play OKC that way with the
I still haven't bet against him. Like I could have taken the points. It was 18.5 points, and I thought about it, but I'm like, it's Utah, and whenever they want to, this OKC wants to flip the switch. It's like the Warriors team back in the day. They'll just flip the switch. So I'm scared.
And I'm never confident taking somebody getting like double-digit points in the NBA because I see too many teams get beat by 40 every night.
Yeah, let's say hello to our friends here on Rumble. Sorry, chat.
Hey, real quick, before you start that, we got to send some good vibes to our guy, Grass Guy, this morning, man. He is probably under the knife right now. He had to have his surgery this morning for his hand and stuff. He's been telling us about it. It's been coming up, but he didn't find out till yesterday whether it was going to be early this morning or this afternoon. He knew it was going to be today, but they messaged him yesterday, and because he hit me up and said, man, I'm not going to be able to join you on the show in the morning. They're doing my surgery at 6:30 a.m., so he might be under the knife right now or just getting close to recovery or something. So good vibes his way, man. Hope everything went well with all that.
Yeah, good vibes his way. That's well, hand surgery. He'll be fine. It's just hand surgery. Well, you know what? That's what he got yesterday that he texted me? Was it yesterday or was it Tuesday? Either way, I think it was yesterday. I sent him as a little thank you for him like coming on and all this stuff and whatnot. I sent him and Grass Gal each Game On hoodie for
Let's
Christmas.
go, baby. Let's
go. It took forever to get there, and it finally got there. And I'm like, well, this is a good time of the year to have that because you're going to need it.
You are going to need it, sir. He might have that damn thing on this morning, sir.
Probably. And they're like, what the hell is this Game On shit?
Just Google
it.
Right,
say hello to our friends. By the way, shout out to Jose Taco, Miss Leslie over on the X side of things sharing this. Everyone, make sure you hit the repost button here on Rumble. Let people know where they can find the most professional, on-time, non-clickbait sports show on the internet. The best morning show out there. But good morning, Jamie. Good morning, King Sandwich. Heavy steps in the house. Jamie's here. New Barn Stream dropped last night. Some very interesting insight into the college football and NFL play. I saw he was doing that. Mm-hmm. He went live like right as I got home, so I couldn't listen in. Hopelessly persistence here. I'll trade you for Hurricanes. Ms. Leslie's here. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let me tell you about something. We'll get into sports and stuff. If I can survive. We gotta talk about this Rumble wallet. Steps, have you heard about this Rumble wallet?
Yeah, I did.
Let me tell you about it, Steps. You haven't heard about it yet. Let me tell you.
Okay.
They can cancel your account, freeze your cards, decide what you're allowed to buy, say, or support. Big banks and financial institutions have total control, and they use it. That's why financial independence matters more now than ever. Introducing Rumble Wallet, a wallet built for real freedom. With Rumble Wallet, you control your money, not a bank, not a government, not a tech company. Buy digital assets like Tether Gold, and Bitcoin in a secure place. No permission, no middleman, no cancel button. And when you want to support the creators you actually believe in, you can use the Rumble Wallet app to directly tip content creators securely, instantly, and without interference. This isn't a credit line that can shut off. It's your wallet permanently. Yours to protect your future, yours to protect your family. When the system fails, when institutions turn on their own people, financial sovereignty is the difference between security and vulnerability. Rumble Wallet isn't about politics. It's about freedom, ownership, and protecting what's yours. So take control today. Download Rumble Wallet now and step away from the big banks for good. True ownership, true protection, true financial freedom. Boo.
Booyah.
Look at this. I was showing my wife this yesterday. But yeah, like you can do like this thing is freaking sweet. Hold on. I got my first tip the other day. It made my day.
Just the tip.
Just the tip, baby. But look, so like you're in here, right? There's my little Rumble wallet. If I wanted to scroll down right here, these are all the creators I follow. And I can just go right over there, click send tip, and I can send Bitcoin, Tether, whatever, right there. And you know what's really cool from a betting standpoint? So I use Cash App to like send my crypto in and out of like all my betting accounts and whatnot. The fees on Cash App are insane, but I have no other choice. I've been using this thing. So I can send money from one account to the other. I can send it to here and then send it out there. And the fees with Rumble Wallet are way lower. So I'm very happy with my Rumble Wallet. You guys should check it out. Maybe just scan that QR code and send me, try it out. Send me a little tip, just a tip.
Just a tip.
Just a tip. Okay. Let's see. Derp's in the house. Oh, I've got to catch up on these. I couldn't sleep last night. I'm too hyped for football games starting today. Dude, I can't wait to lay on the freaking couch today. I'm supposed to go get my other vehicle that I left at my in-laws from the whole car brake change yesterday. I'm supposed to go do that this morning. It's freaking like 6 inches of snow on the roads right now, and I'm
I
like,
believe that damn thing's sitting right where it's at
I
today.
feel like shit. I don't want to pack
Yeah, I
all the
wouldn't
stuff into a van, drive over there.
I wouldn't leave
You know
the
what I
house.
want to do? I want to lay on the couch all day, miserable, and wait for this game to start. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That's what you ought to do, man.
So Cricket, are you going to punch your TV if Ole Miss wins it all?
No, man, I wouldn't be upset about that at all. Really, the only one that's really going to piss me off if they win it is probably Indiana, and that's just because they're the favorite. Normally even that wouldn't be that bad because it's not like they're a legendary power or anything like that. But I mean, hell, Indiana's the only one I don't want to see. But Ole Miss, I'd be fine with that, man. I'm kind of pulling for them. I don't want Lane Kiffin to get paid, but I'm pulling for them kids.
Crick, will you tell them I'm already popular?
We will.
Most pro.
Already popular, man.
Most pro, number one pharmacist.
Cultivated.
What up, J-Man?
To whatever you say. What up, J-Man? How you doing, man?
Dude, yeah, I'm with you. Like, even though Indiana hasn't won it and there would be a new champ, it'd be something different. I just hate the favorite winning. Like rooting for the underdog, you know?
I love rooting for the underdog, dude.
I think it would be hilarious. I am rooting for Ole Miss. Not just because I have money on them today, but I'm rooting for them because it would be freaking hilarious. We would never forget this season. The season that a coach left his team to go get their ass kicked in the playoff because he took a better job. And he left his team to go have a better chance of winning a national title, and that team that he had went on and won a national title.
Would love nothing more than that. And it couldn't happen to a nicer fucking guy than Lane Kiffin if they would win the national championship this year and he never, ever, ever got one. God, that'd be fantastic.
That'd be hilarious. Shout out to Derp, retweeting stuff on X. You guys are liking, retweeting. I'm proud of you guys. I need some more likes and retweets here on Rumble, though, okay? Need you guys to step it up. Step it up now. Come on. What up, David?
You're right, J-Man. You're right, bro. That's the only reason I won't be that upset with them because they have been an underdog their whole life, and they have definitely earned that spot. But, yeah, they've been an underdog my whole life, too, man. They ain't never been any count of football. So I wouldn't even be that upset with that. And you got to like Kurt Signetti.
Okay. Do you want to start with I don't know where to start. I got a bunch of shit today. Got a bunch of random shit.
Man, have y'all heard this stuff going on with this kid? Since we're kind of talking college football, kind of leading into it. The kid from Washington, the quarterback.
Yeah, I heard about it yesterday.
There's some weird stuff going on there, man. Looks like he's laid out.
You heard about it?
Mm-mm.
So typical Huskies, just shady as shit. You can't trust those bastards up there in the Seattle pussies. Anyways, they have a quarterback. And he signed a contract to come back, an NIL contract to come back and be the quarterback next year for the Huskies. Did you hear who the team is that's tampering with him? Might be.
Yeah, LSU.
It's definitely LSU. So some team that we don't know, LSU, said, "Hey, we'll pay you more, a lot more." Like, I think the rumors are that he's getting $1 million to go to UW, and they're offering him $3 million to go to LSU. And so he randomly the other day went up to UW officials, or he put out a thing and said, "Hey, by the way, loved my time here. You guys are great. It's not me, or it's not you. It's me. I need to move on to better my career. I'm gone. I'm entering the transfer portal." And UW's like, "The hell you are? You signed a contract
like 4 days ago.
Yeah,
Like 4 days ago. It hasn't even been a week. And I don't know who this guy is, but there's a guy involved with some of this stuff. And he's a shady character around here because he was involved in some of the Nico shit too. And I'm trying to find his name again. I was reading it this morning. I'm pretty sure it's Cordell Landers. And he'll say that he has no ties with this guy and yada, yada, yada. But he had a lot to do with all the Nico Imalawaba bullshit too. So I don't know who you are, Cordell Landers, but I got a feeling this is a sketchy character, man.
I have a feeling we're going to know his name for a long time because this is going to be the first case of this. And this is going to go to court, and it's going to be the Cordell Landers case and the Cordell Landers rule going forward. Like, he signed the contract, which I'm all for. I think that they need more contracts signed when it comes to this NIL stuff because that protects the player and the school.
Well, let's be clear. The player is Damon Williams Jr.
No, that's what I meant to say. Williams.
Okay. Well, I was just saying this.
I forgot the guy's name. I thought it was him. Anyways, this is going to be the Damon Williams case.
Yeah. Cordell Landers is a guy. He lists himself as an advisor. He's an older guy or whatever, but he was an advisor to Nico, and obviously that wasn't very good advisement. So
you should have had a lawyer with him when he signed that damn paper. But he can technically leave. He doesn't have to play for UW this year. He can leave, but he can't go play for someone else until he sits out a year.
I hope they do something in court to kind of wean this shit down some, dude. Because I'm sorry, if you sign a contract like that for money, I mean, hell, just like if you did in the NFL, you ain't getting out of that damn thing. Or what all these guys are preparing to do, or if you sign a contract at a job or something like that, you ain't gonna be able to back out of that thing 4 damn days later. If you sign the contract, you sign the damn contract, man. Didn't nobody hold a gun to your head and make you do that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Even though I dislike the Huskies, I'm pretty sure that contract's pretty thorough, pretty ironclad.
I mean, I would think if you're about to give a guy $4 million, I would hope that you'd have the legal tape tied up.
Well, they're gonna give him $1 million.
But it's over. Like it says, the whole deal is worth like 4.3 in the $4 million range, mid $4 million.
Oh, okay. So it must have been a multi-year one. Yeah, we'll see. They're gonna they'll take it to court. We'll see what happens. I mean, but yeah, I love it though. I love it. Let these players have their. I mean, we got to figure this shit out.
Your options and shit, but if you sign the contract, that shit's done.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like to sign one of those contracts.
What do you think, Steps?
Yeah, I think the college football is still the wild, wild west when it comes to money. It used to be the $100 handshake. Now it's all this contract transfer stuff. I need to get under control. I agree with you. I'm not sure what the answer is. So I think we're still navigating everything. But it's almost like, we went to the BCS, that progressed to the playoff, that expanded to the 4, that expanded to the transfer portal. Like it's all just kind of too much is going on right now for them to kind of pinpoint and handle everything all at once. But I mean, like you said, a contract's a contract. But this scumbag that you're talking about, advisor, that guy's got to go because clearly he's not giving good advice. Because the Nico situation was bad, and now this is bad. So it sounds like he's a scumbag to me.
Yeah, I don't know who this guy is, but I feel like he's trying to grab his bag too. And I don't disagree with that, Jose. About do we need a salary cap in college football? I'm kind of for that at this point too. Why not?
Because that every time we add all these little freaking rules and stuff like that, it just makes everything more complicated. And then there's always teams that are going to work around it anyways, and the little guy's going to have a disadvantage. It's more fun to let it be the Wild Wild West. Let Texas Tech and all these people go spend as much as they want, because then it's hilarious when they lose.
I mean, yeah, that's going to happen anyway. There's only one team that can win the damn national championship.
We have the answer. They don't want to listen to us, but let's just make it simple. Let's separate all of the divisions in college football. Let's restructure it. Let's do the relegations. Let's have 4 major conferences with the best teams in college football. The bottom part, 3 or 4 teams in the conference, or 2 teams get shifted down. The top 2 teams in the James Madison Conference and that level of play get shifted up every year. And you treat it like soccer. You have a champion of each tier, and you get good football in the postseason football all around. Everybody wins. The Division 3, the FCS Division Championship game the other night was great. I don't know if you guys saw it, but it was great.
Yeah, it was great. It was great, but neither one of those teams got a prayer. I mean, you look at Montana State; they played Oregon. They lost 55-13.
Well, but they wouldn't be playing Oregon. They would get boosted up into like the James Madison tier.
That's what they should do. They should combine the FCS and the Group of 5. Talk about the Group of 5 national championship stuff. I tell you what, North Dakota State and the way Illinois State was playing, Montana State and all those teams, it ain't a foregone conclusion that North Texas could go beat North Dakota State.
Yeah, I still think you should just tier it out. FCS, Group of 5, Power 5, or Power 4, or whatever it's called.
I'm kind of coming over to your side of the fence, Will. I think they should form a damn super league and be done with it.
Yeah, I think it's gonna go that way too. I think that's what it's gonna. I think these programs are becoming so big and so popular that they don't need the NCAA anymore. They don't need the NCAA's politics and rules. They can go create their own semi-pro team. Then they don't have to share it with people. You know what I mean? Like Miami, this money that they're making in the playoffs, they got to share with the rest of the ACC.
Yeah, why the hell do I have to give any of that money to Boston College?
Exactly. You know what I mean? It's like,
or last year, why did Georgia have to?
Could they still be the Miami Hurricanes though? Could they still be affiliated with the school?
Yeah,
no, you still.
Yeah, no, it's a school that is separating from the. NCAA.
But it would have to be. It would have to be all sports.
This is no. This is just a football.
Just football.
This is just a football.
I couldn't see that.
All the other sports don't make the money that football makes. They don't have the control. They can't stand up there on their soapbox and yell and scream for women's basketball and all that shit because nobody's paying to go see that shit. Football covers all that stuff for every school.
Yeah.
And honestly,
even if they did pull all sports from the NCAA, if you have 30 schools and the football program will be making more money than it already is now, it's going to fund all those schools anyways, and those schools will just play each other in the women's sports and, lacrosse, men's track, and whatever,
It would essentially be a new version of the NCAA called
but it would
with less.
It'd be like a
semi-restriction.
Football should be its own thing.
Yeah.
Should be its own
I think
thing.
it should be, but it would be very difficult for it to.
I don't know why it'd be that difficult because you can't have nobody talking no shit because you'd be like, hey, we just handed you a $3 million check to build your facilities over there for the soccer team. Shut the fuck up.
The NCAA wouldn't probably want to support the rest of your sports. Like I think it'd be all or nothing situation. They wouldn't go down easy.
You don't need them.
Down
Then let's do away with the NCAA altogether. We don't need all those rich, white old pricks sitting up there in their fucking tables and their high rises and shit. We don't need those motherfuckers. We ain't never needed them.
Morning, Joseph. How we doing? Hey, Crick, how come when I say this stuff, no one listens or says you're an idiot? But then a month later, DraftKings puts this out. All of a sudden, it's like they get a bunch of clicks and views and blah, blah. I told you this is like, I'm like, if Burrow leaves, don't be surprised if the Rams make a push.
All these motherfuckers watch our show, bro. Every last one of them.
Was I not talking about this a month ago?
Said this word for word a month ago.
Especially if they win the title this year, because then Stafford's for sure retiring. They got the most cap space in the NFC. They got 2 first-round picks.
If I was Joey,
they asked us to trade for Joey B and Sean McVay. Please make it happen.
I would go back and buy that Batmobile again and drive it at 150 miles an hour from Cincinnati to LA.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Yep. That would be a good fit. I hope for us as fans, I hope we get that.
So, Steps, I told Crick in January, going forward the rest of the month, do not bet any more NBA overs. If you like an over, just pass. I'm not saying you have to bet under in every game. If you like it over, just pass. Just pick the spots where you like unders. Look at yesterday. Under.
Mm-hmm.
I believe this one went under because it wasn't this game. It was 245.
I think that one went over. I think it was like 236 or something like that. You can click on it and go down to the bottom of the thing, and it'll show you what the line was.
That's too much work. We're just gonna.
That's fair, but I think that one actually did go over, I think.
Let's see.
Not by much.
Oh yeah. It closed 234. Okay. Still. Nuggets Celtics. I'm pretty sure that went under by no, that went under by 6 points. What else we got?
I was on Detroit under last night. That thing went way under.
You're on which one?
Detroit.
Yeah, I was on that one. Steps. Look at that one down there. Magic Nets, dude. I was on the under 220.5 in that. It went to overtime and still went under.
Dude, Pelicans Hawks was at 245.5. It went.
What's your theory?
So we're in that weird spot of this season where they've been playing for 2 months. Guys are kind of hitting the wall, and we've got the All-Star break coming up. And these guys are they just get a little tired, and they're looking forward to the break and turning it on for the next, because they've been playing for 2 months, and they sit there and look like, God, the season is we still have so much further to go. And I think these guys aren't like going balls to the wall every night.
Bums. Overpaid bums.
Let's see. Suns Grizzlies went under. Clippers Knicks went over. Thunder Jazz went over. Lakers Spurs. Hey, the Spurs are back. Look at that. You see LeBron's like, I ain't playing back-to-backs the rest of the season.
Dude, and did you see that stat? I think I retweeted it or something, where Jordan, at 40 years old, played all 82 games and averaged like 37 minutes a game or something, and it would like lead the league this year in minutes per game at 40 years old. I'm done with the LeBron Jordan comparison. I don't want to hear no more shit. Jordan's the GOAT. I don't want to hear no more.
Andrew said even yesterday, every game's all went under. I don't know if you've seen that. Yeah, I think only 3. So the Warriors-Bucks game, there's only like 3 out of the games yesterday that actually went over. And most of these went under by a good amount.
Yeah, I mean, hell, that's like the night before when I was on all those overs. They all went under by like 30 damn points. Good morning, JD. King Sandwich.
I'm telling you, dude, in January, you just look for unders.
I'm here for it, dude. I'm telling you, because there was a couple I was kind of leaning over last night, watched the line move around. And I was like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. If you like the over, leave it alone. Like Will said, I did that.
Yeah, look at Luka with the 38-point triple-double, and they didn't even have a chance.
God, there it was. Luka triple-double. Spurs cover the spread. Booyah.
Yeah.
Because he's a bum.
We have some news out of the NBA yesterday.
Tell me.
We had a lot of interesting news.
Yeah, we did. We had a trade yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah, we had a trade. I think this one's going to start the avalanche of things. Atlanta Hawks traded Trae Young to the Wizards for McCollum and Kispert. He wanted out. They wanted to move on. CJ McCollum and
McCollum. I thought you said McCollum Kispert. I was like, who the hell is that guy?
No, McCollum and Kispert. I mean, he wanted to go to the Wizards. I don't know why. Probably because he's like, I just go there and put up 35.
Yeah, he can be a Bradley Beal type player, because guess what? Nobody with Trae Young on their roster is ever going to win an NBA title. The dude cannot play defense. He's small. All he can do is shoot and score, kind of, but he's a liability on the other end of the court. They'll never win a title with him.
You do good to make the playoffs with that guy.
Dude's small and like honestly, he's a 4-time All-Star. But
he shoots 40 times a game.
How do you look at him and say franchise player?
I don't
either. You could get anybody off the street to come in and shoot 40 times a game and score 30 points.
I go out there and give you 15, 20 points on 40 shots right now today.
I mean, I can't, but you could give a bench player that liberty, and they could probably score, good 25.
I promise you, I go spot up that little corner right there outside the 3-point line, just fire that thing up, dude. Just sit right there and fire it up. Hell, if I shoot 40 of them, I'm probably gonna make at least 10.
Yeah. So it's just, I mean, that's what he does.
Exactly
on the pick and roll in the NBA, if you, let's say you're playing the Spurs and you're picking and rolling, you got Trae Young on Wemby. Come on now.
I think Trae Young, once he gets through this contract, because he's making way too much money for what he provides, if he can accept his role as a guy that's just a kind of like a Kevin Love, but obviously he's not big. But just like I'm going to be a spot up shooter for our team, come off the bench. I think he still has a role in the league, but at what they're paying him now, he has to just go to the Wizards and just dick around until this contract's done because he's making like 40 to 50 million a year, and you don't pay a guy like that 40 to 50 million just to be such a defensive liability. Plus, also all he can do is shoot.
I would probably say he would be good in a role coming off a bench and like giving your team an offensive spark because he can catch fire.
He would be good on
get him out quick.
The Spurs need a shooter, right? They need a guy that can come in and hit some threes for them. They don't really have great 3-point shooters, but then you got like a guy like Wemby that can take care of the defensive side of things. But you can't have a guy making that much money playing that role. Now, if he was coming in making $20 million a year, that'd be different.
He can pass too. I mean, let's not sell him short.
Oh yeah. I mean, he's
a good.
His defense is so bad that everything he does on the other end of the court, like you just kind of have to cancel it out.
But if you got guys like Wemby and whatnot over there, it doesn't matter.
Speaking of bad defense, did you see that thing I tagged you in on Twitter, Will?
Yeah, I didn't understand it, but I also was like trying to set up.
This girl apparently for USC is a beast on the offensive end or whatever. She's a big old girl, biggest girl I've ever seen on a college basketball court. And she straight up, I guess, can score at will because she just moves people out of the way. But her defense is absolutely atrocious, dude. I don't think I've ever seen a defensive liability on a basketball court like this. It's unreal.
Let me pull it up.
And that's why I can't take women's basketball seriously. It's this big girl.
Okay, so I was watching this and I'm like, I was focused on the offensive players and I'm like, what are we doing?
She scores a bunch of points. I think she scored like 30, 35 or something the other night because I guess she just moves people out of the way and lays it in or whatever. But watch this girl play defense, dude.
Bro, she just stands there.
I can't believe. I don't know.
Comes off the screen here and Crooks.
Look at that, dude. Like, look at that.
That's
man.
Lazy.
She didn't even turn her head until the ball was in the basket. Look at that. She just standing there. Not even moving, dude.
That's lazy. I'm not gonna lie, she looks like she's gotten bigger since the beginning of the season, too.
How do you get bigger during basketball season?
She's eating good, man.
She doesn't move.
She got that NIL deal. She's starting to eat better.
Let's run some fucking suicides. What are we doing?
Bro, this is all Iowa State's fault. They get what they deserve because that's coaching right there, and they're not coaching her. They're just letting her do that. You know what I mean?
I don't know how you ever recruit that player, dude. It ain't like she just stopped playing defense now. Like, clearly she ain't never played defense in her whole damn life. Why would you even look to recruit that fucking player? I hope Iowa State loses in the first fucking round.
I agree. And I'm not like fat shaming her or anything. I'm just being honest that when you look at her, you can tell that she doesn't put in all the work that she needs to put in to be the best version of herself on the basketball court.
It's not fat shaming. It's like, hey, it's okay to be a little big. Show some damn hustle. I don't care if you're big or small. Show some effort.
I'm simply talking about your basketball skills are trash. That is trash, dude. That has nothing to do with the size of you. Move your fucking feet.
Yeah. I don't care if they go on to win the title or lose in the first round. I'm not watching it either way, so I won't know.
Yeah, no, I don't give a shit about it. I saw that this morning waiting on y'all to get in here, and I was like, are we serious right now? 100%, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
Exactly.
That's right, JD. That's right. I saw it this morning, and it borderline pissed me off right off the rip.
You guys see it? I mean, it's – oh, go ahead.
You go to Buku's house, there's about 3 women's basketball games on the 5 or 6 TVs he has at all times.
Coach Patty parlays. Well, no, we're over there too. And I always got to ask when we come in. Like last weekend we were there. I'm like, Coach, who we sweating? If we got something on the TV, I got to know who we're sweating, buddy.
It'd be like LSU minus 33.5.
I mean, what we had the other day, we had like Michigan State minus 10.5 against, hell, I don't even remember who they were playing, Rutgers or something.
I feel like because of like the amount of money that's being played, like, you know, the size of money in like WNBA and just women's basketball in general, I think there is an advantage of, you know, betting that stuff, but you have to watch it and you have to be involved in it and you have to know where the edges are.
Dude,
You
coaches
just have
got
to
to
be in
really
tune
love
with it.
one.
Yep.
Coaches got to really love one. Like if he's really like, hey, this is the one or whatever right here, and even then, like I won't bet it unless I'm sitting there with him so we can sweat it together.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can sweat that at home, coach.
I got home feeling like shit. Told her about my day.
You know, your wife is that who we're talking about? Okay.
She goes, you know what you need to do? Yeah, go to sleep. She goes, no, you go take a cold plunge.
Dude, that probably wouldn't hurt.
No, I'm not saying she's wrong, but I'm like, you know how terrible. Even right now, I'm thinking about it. She's like, I'll do one with you. I go, it's not about that. It's like that sounds. It's miserable when I feel healthy.
I'm saying, you need to just bite the bullet and do it. That probably help you out, dude.
It'll shock your body. I'm like, yeah.
I feel like that's one of those things where it's like, if you can commit to just doing that to start your day, everything else will fall in its place. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like making your bed or like, you know.
That'd be so hard to get up for me to do every morning.
I know it, dude.
God, man.
I know I have it out there, and I'm like, I should be doing this every morning, but I am gonna start doing it, and then
No, you're not.
No, I am, and we're gonna get one of those portable saunas. That's my next big purchase.
Oh, don't do that,
dude! I love the sauna.
I've been knowing you long enough to know that you'll do it for about a month, and then it'll just
if we have a sauna, I will be. I'll be more likely to get in that damn pool.
I love sauna too, bro. I'm about that too. When I was traveling playing poker and stuff too, you have a 2 or 3 day poker bender. You've been drinking, hanging out, everything. I'm like, I got to go to the sauna, dude. You go to the sauna, just sitting there for about
those portable ones. They're pretty sweet. They got the little red light therapy in them. They cost like $400 to $500, but like they get up to 185 degrees. Oh god, 20 minutes in that thing.
You feel like a dream coming out of that sauna after you've been there about 60, 90 minutes or so, something like that. Sit in there, get all that poison out of you. You come out like a new man.
God, I remember like there was nothing better than when you're like really like head pounding hungover and you just go chug a bunch of water, get in a sauna, and you just smell the alcohol come out of you.
You can feel the poison leaving your body. I love it. I'm about that, dude. I'm here with it.
Oh man. Do you see what's going on with the Chiefs?
They suck.
Yeah. What else?
They it's just
breaks
for the Chiefs. Rasheed Rice, man. This came out of nowhere. So apparently, listen, we're gonna talk about domestic violence. If that bothers you, just turn off the show for a couple of minutes. I'm not saying it doesn't bother me, but we're going to talk about this story and whatnot.
This is all alleged, by the way.
Allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
Very alleged. This is just from Rasheed Rice's ex-girlfriend posted 14 pictures proving what she says is proving his alleged 8 years of domestic abuse and violence. Her full statement: I've been through too much in a span of 8 years, and I've had enough. I've dealt with abuse for years. Me and this man decided to break up a couple of months ago, and since then, it's been nothing but hell. He's very controlling. There's been times he came to my new home, broken my door. There's been times when he would put his hands on me while I was pregnant, even had the audacity to lock me outside all night in 10-degree weather because he got caught cheating. He's cut up all my shoes and clothes, leaving me with nothing because he's gotten caught up. Those are some damning allegations, especially like
she doesn't actually.
Well, this is just horrible for anyone, but I mean, Rasheed Rice with all the stuff that he's had gone on already, right? And his
yeah, this guy might be another George Pickens. Might just be a dipshit.
Yeah,
like I mean, and she doesn't. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think she names him by name. But they have 2 children together, and she says that this is done by the father of her children. So I mean, that's allegedly.
I mean, these are a lot of
those are some pretty big bruises and stuff, dude. I mean, you got to pack a punch.
Yeah, and remember, this is all alleged, but like,
and it's
I don't know. NFL's going to do their investigation. I'm glad that we're not like this came out 8 years ago. He would be out of the league already. So I'm glad we're like doing their due diligence. If he did do this shit, then punishment should be coming and he should be kicked out. But
everybody deserves the investigation and their day in court and all that stuff. It's still America.
Yep. The Chiefs acknowledged Wednesday night that they are aware of the domestic violence allegations made by a woman who is the ex-girlfriend of wide receiver Rashee Rice. The club is aware of the allegations on social media and in communication with the NFL. We have no further comment. So
That's right, some guy. Good morning to you, sir.
I just if this is true, and this is all alleged, if it is true, I just don't know. First of all, you're a piece of shit for putting your hands on a woman.
Yeah.
But second, how do you think you can do this in today's age and think you're going to get away with it when you're in the National Football League? You know what I mean? Like,
there's some of these guys in the NFL that are just fucking dumb. Okay, they're just dumb, and they don't understand the opportunity they have right before them. They don't understand they have the whole world at their feet, and they're just dumb. Some of them, straight up.
yeah, and this guy, he hasn't got that second contract yet, so it's like he's really screwing up his career.
That's what I'm saying, dude. You're costing yourself probably $100 million.
You know how you know he's an idiot? He didn't learn from the first mistake he made.
Dude, and that's what I'm saying, man. Because he's already got he's on probation. He's gonna have to spend 30 days in jail, and he's got like 5 years probation from the whole racing incident where they got people hurt and stuff, 6-car pilot, whatever, and they ran from the scene. But all that, it's like 2 felonies, man. But they're just gonna take those away as long as he completes all the parameters of his probation and stuff. Like that just gets dismissed and gone away.
Yeah, that's pretty common. That's pretty common.
That's fair, and I'm fine. I'm cool with that. But while you're on the probationary period and all this stuff, man, it's like you might want to mind your P's and Q's a little bit.
Well, apparently this happened over the last 8 years.
Oh, it's an 8-year deal. This ain't like last week.
Yeah, but it obviously has been recent because she left him within the last couple months.
Why now?
So it's
why
just
now?
You would have thought that first situation would have sobered him up a little bit and at least would have driven him to maybe change his habits in some way. But clearly, I mean, at the same time, we got to wait to see what she was involved in too. Not saying that she might.
Right. There's 2 sides to every story. But I'll tell you what, one of these dudes, the badass cribs these guys live in, I would never leave my fucking house. You want to come over and hang out with me? Come over here and we'll party at my pad.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we'll follow the story, see what happens. They'll do their investigation. I'm sure we won't learn until 2-3 months from now when the NFL announces
when it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
they're trying to bury this
for sure.
I got an announcement. I was supposed to do it today. I told you guys Uncensored Pharmacist is coming back at least once a week starting this new year. I was going to do it today. I feel like shit. So we're going to bump it to tomorrow, nap time. But I do have it. But one of the things we're going to talk about, we got a new food pyramid. Look at that.
Oh, awesome.
Did you see the South Park thing on this? It was pretty funny. Robert Kennedy Jr. reposted I like politicians and whatnot that can laugh at themselves. South Park was they were like, "Sir, the pyramid, it's not working." And he's like, "We figured it out. Turn it upside down." What? Turn it upside down. But we got a new food pyramid, so we're gonna dive into that and a bunch of other stuff. But I thought this was hilarious too. He says, "Grok, replace this with what Trump actually has been eating."
Exactly.
How do we just get a new food pyramid, man?
Yeah, we got a new food pyramid, so we're gonna dive into that and see what that's all about. I thought this was hilarious. If you're a gamer and you've gone to GameStop before, you'll enjoy this. That a video game collector has completed the entire Xbox 360 game library after 20 years. He estimates it cost him around $20,000 and includes 1,353 titles. So he's got the whole collection. And GameStop retweets it and says $4 in store credit.
Dude, Cody, Uncle Bob's nephew, Cody, my homie, his house looks like that, dude. He's got shell because he's a big time gamer, old school games and stuff. He's one of those that'll sit down and play. Last time I went over there, I had to go. He's got a 3D printer and he made me some dragons for the boys for Christmas. I went over there to pick him up and he's sitting there playing Mario 64. He wanted to get all 120 stars in 10 days. And so he does shit like that. But you walk in his kitchen and stuff, and it's just shelves like that on the wall with video games everywhere.
That's awesome. Good morning, guys.
Pretty awesome.
Ty Simpson is declared for the draft. I don't think that really shocks anyone. I thought it was funny. I saw a bunch of memes yesterday. It was like, "Mom, why are we poor?" Because your dad decided to enter the NFL draft instead of come back for a 4th year of eligibility in college. It's like, yeah, most of these guys can
That's
make
where
more
we're
money.
headed.
Most guys can make more money in college for a year than a whole rookie contract.
He could have, for sure.
Oh yeah,
I think you could definitely, if you planned it out to where you do at least one transfer and kind of get like that, I guess, new contract or bump and pay, or utilize leverage, you can get paid a good amount of money.
yeah. I think he's been paid a good amount already, and I think he's probably looking at it like this is a weak QB class here, so he probably thinks he can be a top 10 pick.
When your NCAA breaks away, football wise, then they can just play however long, right?
Uh-huh. That's the idea. They can play for. That's what I said. Could you imagine if we would have got like 8 years of Johnny Manziel?
Like another year of Diego Pavia.
Fuck
Would be
Diego
fun.
Pavia.
No, I know, but could you imagine like instead of like because everyone knew that Johnny Manziel was going to flame out in the NFL, right? Like it's just he wasn't an NFL
But he
quarterback.
got drafted by the Browns too. So,
But imagine if you could have kept 8 years of just watching Johnny Manziel play at a college level competition, right? I mean, it would have been fun from a viewer standpoint.
we would.
I agree.
Up, dude.
You would get most of your quarterbacks would look like Tyler Shuck. They'd be entering maybe the draft at 26, or you'd get like the Arch Manning. That's they said if he entered the draft right now, he'd be the number 1 pick.
Oh fucking, they'd be damn fools.
I'm just saying that's what he would be projected number 1. I said it wouldn't even be close
because I think these teams talk themselves into a bunch of like. I know, Crick, you've been saying that Mendoza and Dante Moore aren't worthy of going as the top pick, and I agree with you. But we both know one of them's gonna because these
They're
teams are
going 1 and 2
themselves into it. Huh?
I think Dante Moore he'll turn into a good quarterback in the NFL.
I think it depends where he ends up. But just like most quarterbacks, it depends where you end up, right?
Yeah, he made the mistake. He was committed to Notre Dame, then switched to UCLA, then transferred to Oregon. So I think that, in my opinion, is probably like the red flag for me. Is just like his decision making. Obviously, he jumped 3 schools within. Well, he never attended Notre Dame, but he was committed there. But yeah, I think once he gets like into a good situation, stabilized in the NFL, you're going to play 4 years under your rookie contract with a 5th year option. So I think he ends up being the best quarterback in the draft when it's all said and done.
Where does Pavia end up with the Giants? Pavia ends up at Farmers Insurance.
Yeah,
dude, he would fit in on the Giants.
He's a used car salesman.
Dude, he's too small. The NFL's not going to draft him.
He's a bum. And like I said, yeah, and I'll tell you right now, by the end of those rookie contracts y'all talking about, Fernando Mendoza and Dante Moore, neither one will be a starter in the NFL. Lock it in.
Need you guys to make sure you keep your head on a swivel. So Chris Pavlovsky, shout out to Chris, Rumble CEO. Him and Tether CEO have been going around raiding streams, testing out the new wallet, dropping in some Bitcoin and whatnot. So keep your eyes peeled in the chat for that. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Rumble Wallet will compete directly with Coinbase and Venmo, but we're not custodial and we cannot shut down your account, which is true. You're the only one that has access to it. No one else does. And if you lose your secret code to get into it, you're fucked. Because Rumble can't just like get in there and reset your password or something. You know what I mean?
Didn't that happen with like a Bitcoin guy? Like he.
Oh yeah, it's happened with a lot of them.
Yeah.
Well, write your shit down somewhere, man.
Got mine in my safe.
SD has that problem. She always be making different damn passwords for everything. Can't ever remember a password for nothing. And I'm like, I've used the same variation of some password, the same password since I was like in 9th grade. You'll never guess it, and you'll never be able to figure out the different ways I do it, but it's always going to be the same type password, so I don't ever forget that damn thing.
Well, this one's like they give you 12 words and they're in specific order, and you've got to know what words those are in what order. So, like, if you need to get back into your account, they'll be like, okay, what was word 3, 6, and 9?
So yeah, so they want to get you like this, but they can't take your unclaimed funds in this one, can they?
No, they can't.
All right. See, that's the other ones that make sense. They want you
so that like secure words you got to have written down somewhere and put somewhere safe.
Just we'll write them on the wall up here somewhere.
Yeah.
Good morning, Ghost.
Dude, it's hot as hell in here. I don't know what my wife is
You
doing.
got the flu, man. It ain't that hot. It's like
I'm like
6 degrees outside your house.
window right now. Go stand out in the snow. Kid you not, there's a ton of snow outside.
You been all right, Steps? You had any of this funk blowing through the world?
No, nope. No, I've been steering clear of all that junk. So
I've been fortunate myself. Knock on fucking wood.
thank God we're here. I can't wait to get everybody's opinion. As I have bet both games and I feel very confident about both my bets. And I want to feel even more confident. And I'm going to lay more money depending on what some of the people around me are doing as well. So I can't wait to see what you guys. And I've been asking people in the chat, but I haven't seen any answers. So I need to know what everybody's on. So tell
All
me.
right, we got Ole Miss, Miami tonight, 7:30 Eastern. This one's in Scottsdale, right?
Yeah, Arizona.
Yeah. Oh God, that feels so much better. Open that window.
You open that window.
Fucking,
You have everybody in your house sick.
I'm gonna be freezing here in a minute. What is Miami's 3 now? Here, let me pull it up. Gotta have this ready. Very professional here. Very, very professional.
Most perplexing.
3.5 point favorite Miami is.
It's kind of crazy. Both games are 3.5 points, but yeah, Miami 3.5 point favorite over Ole Miss. Sharp money on Miami. 58% of the bets, 53% of the money is taking the points with Ole Miss. This is how I'm playing it. It wouldn't shock me if either team ended up winning, but I looked at it like, who's most likely to get to 35 points?
I don't think either team's getting 30.
But if it does end up becoming like one team ends up blowing out the other, it would have to be Ole Miss blowing out Miami. I don't see Miami putting up a ton of points.
I don't see Ole Miss being able to score a bunch of points on that defense. I'm telling you,
I hear that, but I think this defense is like they've been up for like 2 massive games in a row, and now here's another one. And I think Ole Miss can handle the pressure a little bit. I ended up betting, like I said, it wouldn't shock me if Miami ends up showing up. This defense shows up and they end up winning this thing. I ended up laddering Ole Miss -3.5, -6.5, and -9.5 and -14.5. I just laddered it out because I think if there is one team that ends up blowing out the other, it's going to be Ole Miss more so than Miami.
I think that might be one to be my best bet in this game. Neither team to score 30 plus points at +124.
Ooh. How are you betting it, Steps?
I think I'm on an island here. I see BMAC, Ole Miss straight up, Ghost wins.
I like
Miami. Ole Miss. Dude, I'm all over Miami. I think the Cinderella story. I mean, I don't want to really say it's a Cinderella story, but the ride for Ole Miss, I think, comes to an end. They're going to meet a Miami team that's peaking right now. That I think, after it's all said and done, I mean, because of those 2 losses Miami had during the season, we kind of like didn't want to legitimize them as like a big time. I mean, hell, they're ranked 10th in the playoff. They just snuck in, right? Some people think they shouldn't have even been there. But I think after watching the last couple of games they played, and then realizing that they did their best win of the season was Notre Dame at the beginning of the year, dude, they've got some players on that side of the on that team. On the defensive side of the football, they are legit. I'm not saying Ole Miss doesn't have that, but I think this Miami team, it reminds me a lot of the Notre Dame team last year that kind of like snuck into the playoffs and lost to Northern Illinois during the regular season. But when it came playoff time, they just kept stacking wins and putting wins together and kind of defying the odds a little bit. And I think Miami, a lot of people are, shit on Mario Cristobal for kind of being soft, but I thought like that last game, he was locked in, dude. Like when they were showing him on the sidelines, like he had total control of what was going on. His team bought in to what was going on, and they played a damn good football game. The only thing I do concern with is they do have a great defensive line, but they play a lot of snaps. And I think if this game is close in the fourth quarter, it could come down to what kind of what stamina those guys have up front, because that's what they rely on. That's like their front seven is ridiculous. So I love the Canes, dude. And that line I think was 3, right? It moved out to 3.5, and then on the other game, the Oregon line was 4 and moved down to 3.5.
I like Oregon in the other one. I like Oregon and I like Miami. Miami, like I said, that team. Reuben Bain is going to be a top 10 pick. That guy's an absolute monster out there, man. And I think, what is the status of these Ole Miss coordinators? The ones
I think everything's. I think everything's good. I think.
Are they letting them coach?
Yeah.
A few days ago, there
Yeah.
was one that was going to, and the other three were thinking about going on to LSU and yada yada yada. So if all those coordinators are in there, obviously, I hope that's the case because that's what the kids deserve. But I like Miami in this game, dude. I do. I think Ole Miss, great season, dude. Great little run here, even without your head coach and all that stuff. I mean, hell, nothing to hang your head about. But I think you're running into a machine tonight in that defense for Miami.
I think they match up well. I mean, Ole Miss, the quarterback there kind of relies on the backyard football a little bit, and I think that front Miami is going to be able to neutralize that and kind of make them one-dimensional and if they can keep in the pocket, I think that's the best chance they have to win this football game.
The key is going to be for which team scores first. You look at Ole Miss when they played at Georgia up there, and Trinidad Chambliss looked great while he had the lead and was able to control, drive the bus, all that stuff. But then when Georgia came back and kind of put him behind for the first time in the game, you saw that guy start to make some mistakes. I don't think you get that out of Carson Beck tonight. I've not been that high on Carson Beck his entire career, but what I saw out of him in that game against Ohio State told me a lot, man. That guy's very mature, very efficient with the football. He's not doing things to get his team beat right now. For those of y'all that can bet player props, I think you look for Mark Fletcher Jr.'s overs tonight. I think they're going to try to feed him. That guy had a good game against a really good defense in Ohio State the last time, and I think he's going to grind them up. I don't think they're going to try to force the ball down the field too much to try not put themselves in a bad spot, force a Carson Beck pick or something like that. I don't think they want to do that, man. I think they're going to try to set the tone early, and if Miami gets a lead, I don't think Ole Miss will be able to come back.
Yeah, I also think, Miami in the last 3 weeks too. It's probably always been there, but I think that they honestly believe that they're a physical football team now. Like the way they played in their last game, they were hitting the way the running backs were running the football, they were playing physical, and I think they've kind of come to a realization that that's kind of like their identity at this point. Play good defense. If Carson Beck can get the job done on the offensive side with the skill players they have, run the football. If Tony, is getting locked up there on the outside. Or not fumbling the ball, but I just think that the offense doesn't have to do too much. That defense is so good. If the offense cannot turn the ball over, they can win this game.
I feel like ain't nobody dominated Ohio State the way Miami did in 2.5 damn years.
I mean, it wasn't just beating blocks. They were pushing guys back.
Literally. And I mean, they were absolutely, all Ohio State's offensive line could do the whole time was help old Julian Sand. That was their best ability in that game, helping him up off the ground after he'd been sacked. Because I'm telling you, man, that was an impressive win for me against what I thought was probably the best, most talented team in the entire country. And they got whooped in that game, man.
I do believe, though, we have the 4 teams that are left all, I think, could win the national title.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Good morning, username. Hot thoughts.
But I do think Indiana is a little they're not as good as the gap isn't as big as it was with Ohio State last year, but I do think there is a gap between Indiana and the rest of the field.
That's right. The trench report says Miami.
I think Oregon's beating Indiana too.
I think that they're going to cover. I think it's going to be a 1 or 2. I think it's going to come down to the wire.
Hey, what's the money doing on that one?
I'm not sure. I just know it's moved. Sharps are probably on Oregon if it's moved down a half a point.
Yep, they're on Oregon. 66%.
Look at the money, baby. It's on Indiana.
Look at the money line on that, please.
$69 AO is on Indiana.
Moving it against the money steps.
Give me the 4 points. If you
give me the money line for the Ducks.
It might be worth a little bit of a sprinkle. Plus 150.
Sprinkle steps. It's gonna be a 3-unit play, buddy.
After you're hitting 20-1 NFL touchdown parlays, it's hard to look at a plus 150 and get excited about it.
Fair enough, sir. Ooh, Gus Carson Beck pick 6. I don't think they're going to put him in a spot to do that, Ghost.
I do think if it is a 1-score game in the fourth quarter, I think whoever's trailing is going to do something like a pick 6 or something, just screw it up.
Either scoop score.
Me and you have had a lot to say about this game. I guarantee Will's over there looking at NFL right now. Guarantee it.
No, I was actually making more bets on
on NFL playoff games.
No, on Ole Miss. I took some Ole Miss money line. I added some to Ole Miss -3.5 and to Ole Miss -6.5.
Do you follow the Evan Abrams who puts out the trend report for action? Do you follow him? He put out a tweet yesterday about outdoor unders in Wild Card Week. Did you see that?
I think I saw something like that. Yeah.
So since 2004, outdoor unders are hitting 67% of the time when it's
all the games are outdoors this year, right?
When the total is over 41.5. So anything above 41.5, if it's outdoors and wild card, you always play the under.
It wasn't the average total in those games like 45.5.
It was crazy.
Yeah. I think I remember. It makes me like taking some of the overs though.
I have 3. I took 3 unders out of the 6, and all 3 of those are I got weather factored into them. So tune in
which ones are
whenever.
those?
I don't know when Saturday, Sunday.
You're talking my language, Steps.
We did talk a lot about that football game, but the 3 unders I've taken so far, I took LA, Carolina under 46.5, San Francisco, Philly under 46.5, and Chargers, New England under 46.5. So I took all the higher end totals of the wild card weekend.
I think if you like the overs in those games, like if you like the over in the New England game, you take New England to cover parlayed with the over.
These games, it's playoff time though, so sometimes these games get tight, you know?
Yeah. My favorite bet in that game is New England first half. They're the best first half team in the league.
Yep.
And it's coin flip if they hang on to that lead or not. What do you guys think about the total in this game? I think you're right. I think if you like the under, you go Miami. If you like the over, you go Ole Miss.
I agree with that too. I agree with that.
Let's talk about that trench report though, because the playoff trench report's out. I'm not going to pull it up like and show it on screen. I will for a split second because I do want you guys, if you guys want to go support, I mean, they're doing all this work over at Better Day, Scott Seidenberg. I just want to show you what the trench report is. It's pretty entertaining. They've got some, like he's got a list of like offensive line rankings, defensive line rankings, and stacking them, showing you which teams. He, based off the trench report, he put out a little thing of complete playoff projection if you just follow the trench report of who's going to be in the Super Bowl, and then gives you best value, gives you some sleepers, gives you older value or over value. Go check it out. We will talk about it though right now. So the top 3 offensive line ranking, I'm shocked by the number 1 offensive line ranking. And I think it's more so just Josh Allen being Josh Allen, but the Buffalo Bills are number 1. Rams are 2, Chicago Bears are 3. But I think the Bills, because like I think the Bears actually do have a better offensive line than the Bills. But I think the Bills just because Josh Allen makes his offensive line look better than it is because he's Josh Allen and can move around.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then your top defensive lines are Denver, Rams, Seahawks. Those are the top 3. This will shock no one.
Denver plays down to their, like, they just always play to whatever their competition is. You know, it's like they always like play down or up.
Andrew likes the Panthers Rams under. So Sean McVay's not going to show a lot in game 1. I don't know.
You got to win to get game 2.
Oh, I love that. Sunday night, it's going to feel like 20 in Foxborough. I love that. I love that. But there are some mismatches. We can go through them for the wild card weekend. The biggest mismatch, and this is going to surprise no one, the biggest mismatch of wild card weekend is the Rams and Panthers. This is another reason, Crick, why you're like, how are the Rams as big of a favorite? They just lost to the Panthers. We talked about the turnovers. We talked about the 4th down conversions and whatnot, but also net trench advantage goes to the Rams plus 34.5. They dominate all across the trenches in this game.
They'll be locked in too, dude. Not saying that they weren't locked in the first time around, but this is playoffs. It's different mindset.
Yep.
I feel like there's always one of these stupid teams that don't belong in the playoffs, though, that wind up winning a game.
I think Carolina, like, they even in their losses, they played a lot of teams close. I think they're kind of scrappy.
They are scrappy. Nobody from that NFC South deserved to even be in the playoffs, though.
You're just mad that both of your coordinators left the Bucks and
Buddy,
are in
I don't get
way better situations because they might have been the
I
answers
don't
there.
get worked up about all that. It's the NFL.
You guys let two great coaches walk out of the door, and you still have
You don't let them do
Bowles.
nothing. They got head coaching job steps. Yeah,
Well,
you're
fire
not
Todd
gonna say
Bowles and elevate one of those guys.
look, I agree. They're bringing him back again too, and I don't
know.
necessarily agree with that. But yeah, just because the coordinator's there, they weren't going to hire him as the head coach in that spot. They just went for better spots, and yeah, they're good coaches. But I don't really. Ultimately, it ain't like I'm going to lose any sleep over how bad the Buccaneers are.
I would say the Panthers. That's way more impressive than what Cohen's done in Jacksonville.
I saw a crazy stat yesterday. We make fun of the NFC South, and it deserves it. But if you take the total wins in that division, the NFC South has more total wins as a division than the NFC East.
Hell, the AFC South sucks too.
And it has more total wins than the AFC West.
Yeah, I mean,
no, not the AFC West. Sorry, I
was like, how is that possible?
No, the AFC North.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Just ain't no great team. Now the AFC North sucks too.
Yeah,
but ain't no great team in that NFC South. Just all middle of the road.
What did Stu Gott say the other day? He said the AFC North is just the NFC South with better PR.
He left too, didn't he? He's doing his own thing now.
Yeah, he's doing his own thing. He's actually working with Fox Sports now.
Gotcha. Shout out Stu.
We love Stu Gott.
Yeah. No one's giving the Niners or Chargers a shot. I give the Niners a shot. It just depends on the Eagles are getting Lane Johnson back. That's huge. And if Trent Williams doesn't go, that's going to be a freaking tall task. The Chargers, I'm not giving them a shot.
I'm not.
JDJR9 says Steelers would be that team. I'm not sure what he's referring to, but I know BMAC is high on the Steelers and is it Monday night games or something like that? He said they're like 30 and I don't know what he said. It was
23-0 going back to 1991.
My first thought was 23-1, baby.
I don't think this one counts as a regular Monday night game.
Well, dude, your sleeper team in the trench report, or your dark horse team in this trench report is the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It makes sense.
They have a trench advantage in their first matchup. Then if all goes according to plan, they would have a trench advantage against the Patriots. And then they would be facing the Broncos. According to the trench report, they'd be facing the Broncos in the AFC Championship, and the Broncos have an edge over them. But, it's a coin flip game. Anything can happen in one game setting. So that could be your dark horse to get there. If you just followed, so I thought about putting money on this, but it's too expensive. If Scott did a thing here where he just used the trench report and filled out his bracket by the matchup of what the trench report says. It has the divisional round would be Buffalo at Denver winning, then Pittsburgh at New England, Pittsburgh winning, and then Denver beating Pittsburgh and going to the Super Bowl. In the NFC, it'd be Rams beating the Seahawks, Eagles beating the Bears, and then the closest match. Well, the Eagles, Rams. No, the Eagles, Bears. The Eagles have like a plus 0.12 advantage. So it's so close. But then it would be the Rams over the Eagles in the NFC Championship. So you'd get a Denver Rams Super Bowl, and then the Super Bowl champion based off the trench report would be the Rams. They have a plus 0.7 advantage. So close. That's if you just follow the trench report. But for this weekend, the Bears have a slight advantage over the Packers. You know what? I looked through this, and what made me feel good is my gut instinct matches up with what the trench report was saying. So that makes me feel good. Now, it's not going to go exactly how the trench report says, but at least I'm thinking on the right side of things. The Bills over the Jags, the Eagles over the Niners, the Patriots have a significant advantage over the Chargers. And then the Steelers actually have a pretty decent advantage over the Texans, which is kind of how I have it. Your sleeper team, according to Trench Report, would be the Chicago Bears, mainly because of their offensive line. And then your most overvalued team would be the Seattle Seahawks.
Speaking of NFL MVP, I have a ticket on Drake May on Kalshi, and he's down to plus 150, I think, right now.
I bought Stafford at 22 after everyone overreacted, and then I sold him at 63 after last weekend.
Don't know what that means, but sounds good.
I bought a stock at 22 and sold it at 63.
How about you tell me you bought it at plus 2,200 and you sold it at plus 150, and I'll understand that.
No, you just understand stock. If you buy something at $22,
how many times does 22 go into 63, man?
Not following it. I refuse to
follow that. You know,
I refuse to follow it. I refuse to follow it.
Oh, you're
I
stubborn
speak in terms of plus minus odds.
We speak in terms of math, man. The math's right there. It's simple. It's simple math, man.
Addition and subtraction and multiplication and division is simple.
I bought it at plus
simple.
Steps.
How many times does 22 go into 63 steps?
I don't even want to learn. I don't want to think about learning it, even if it's a plus or minus.
It's pretty easy. It's easier than odds. Okay, Steps. I bought it at Steps.
You're not. I refuse to let you. No.
I bought it at plus 380. Did you do that or did he do that?
Yeah, I did that. Go ahead.
I bought it at plus 380. Sold it at minus 165. There you go.
I didn't hear anything you said, but what I'm trying to tell you is
there's a
freaking button on that damn Kalshi site that lets you literally switch the odds to freaking the same thing that you can get on DraftKings. Like, why wouldn't you just do that?
Because
you're usually getting
my
better.
Brain works better with you're buying something at $22 and selling it at 63.
No, Cricket. What I'm saying is I'm still betting on Kalshi. I just have it switched to read the odds as if it's minus 120. You can do that. That's a feature on there. And all I'm saying is not everybody in our viewership bets on Kalshi. So when you say 22, like I'm the average person. Well, I have no idea what you're saying.
22 cents. How many times does 22 cents go into $1?
But it has Cricket.
Almost 5
Here's
times.
what I want you to understand this. It has nothing to do with how simple it is or anything like that. I don't even want to think about it because I already know what plus 220 is.
Required. It's just common sense.
I know what plus 220 is. I don't have to think about what 22. But
William,
you're not going to get me to buy into it.
I'm going to say plus 3. I'm going to give you your terms. I bought it plus 380 and I sold it minus 165.
That's a great deal. That hit brain as soon as it came out of your mouth. It hit the brain.
I was trying to tell you for the last 5 minutes. That's what I did.
Unconscious competence is what that was.
All right. Why are the Packers favored at Chicago Trap Lane? Because there's a lot of sharps that like the Packers. They've liked the Packers all season long.
I just can't do it.
Dude, it's
thinking about it.
Snowing and freaking cold in Foxborough, or not Foxborough, in Chicago. Give me the Bears with that offensive line.
Ben Johnson, is that the coach's name for Chicago?
Who are they playing? I don't even remember who they're.
Packers Bears.
Packers Bears. He told his players. He told them. He said, if you're even thinking about the beach, if you're thinking about those flights of booking your vacations, if you're thinking about any of that, don't show up. But they're probably going to lose, and it's going to suck for them. They've gotten too lucky all year, dude. Yeah, they've gotten so lucky, and the Packers have been so bad lately that I just feel like, I don't know. The line doesn't make sense to me. I feel like the Bears should be favored by at least.
My wife last night, I go, hey, by the way, taking the day after the Super Bowl off, and if there's months ago, I made a promise that if it's a Bears Patriots Super Bowl, I'm going to watch it in Florida because I put that ticket 220 ears 220 to 1 Steps. Put $10 on that for that exact matchup months ago.
That will win you a lot of money.
Yeah, I go, that will pay for my flight. Then so that paid for the whole trip, right? And she looks at me and she goes, "Does your wife get to come?" I'm like, "Yeah, you want to go?" I didn't think you'd want to go. Yeah. Like, why would I want to go to Florida? I don't know. We got a bunch of kids.
Has she ever been to like that this side of the country?
Yeah, we went down. We went down to the Keys and then up to Miami. We did a wedding down in the Keys. This was literally like 2 weeks before the COVID outbreak. And she was
Keys, dude.
She was like
every hurricane. You had to think about the Keys, man. They get freaking pounded down there.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like you didn't know that was happening when you built all that.
I
shit.
know. It's just a little island off of
Just
Florida.
saying,
Like,
that's been going on for the history of mankind.
I know. Nice place though.
Beautiful place.
That whole area is nice. And
Mhm.
women down there.
Hell yeah, Steps. Get them.
That's right, baby.
Christian Watson, anytime TD, B-Mac.
I was gonna say, you guys want to talk some props?
Do that. I'm here for it, man. Steps,
God,
you want
you know
to
what sucks is like I don't have like a whole slate of Sunday to like pick all my touchdown scores.
you
no, yeah.
you want to
The
join
Wise
me?
Guy Roundtable, we're only gonna have 4 games to talk about.
I gotta get my haircut at 10 a.m.
You're a bum.
I know it's a 40-minute drive too. It's almost
40-minute drive to get your hair cut?
Yeah, my guy, he moved. So I gotta.
I respect that you got a guy and not just going to some place you're following a guy. That I respect that.
He takes care of me. You know. I'll give you a
He
little
talks to you
because
in plus
I
380 minus 165
no,
language.
I do. I argue with people about this a lot. I feel like
You argue
people
with
call me
No.
well, people call me frugal and cheap, but if I'm gonna spend $50 on a haircut, you better wash my hair, you better cut my hair, and you better wash it and style it afterwards. I'm not going to a barber and paying $50 for him to cut my hair for 15 minutes because he's got somebody else waiting in the chair behind him because all he wants to do is make money all day. Like, if I'm spending $50, I need to get taken care of. So that's why I'm going to drive.
Easy, Justin Tucker.
Yeah, I was going to say easy there, but
I ain't no sport clip.
I don't know why the hell you are paying $50 for a haircut. You're a dude.
Because have you
seen haircuts nowadays? Like, even going to I go to this place called the Man Shop here. It's like $25 for a cut.
I mean, that's reasonable.
It's $30 to go, but like this place like gives you the massage, they do the neck, like they do it all. Like I'm to the point now where I like to do the massages and I like to take care of myself that way a little bit. No, I don't get my nails done.
There's a place here that I haven't tried out yet that everyone keeps telling me to try it. I need to go try it out. It's like less than 10 minutes from my house. Apparently, it's like I think it's like $35 for a cut, but they give you a beer while you get your hair cut. Any beer you want. They have like all types of beer, not just like light beer. You got like a fridge full of beer, and they crack one open for you. And I'm like, that kind of sounds good.
Yeah. No, I have a hot chick that does it. So, because someone said that Steps likes men running fingers through his hair. No,
I thought you said you had a dude that does it, and you followed him.
He owns the salon. The Three Girls. It's called Three Girls Hair Salon.
And
ran by a dude.
Well, that makes sense.
Ran by a dude. He's Lebanese guy and has 3 Lebanese women.
This is all sketchy. You could have just said you didn't want to talk sports.
Look at this.
Well, I'm getting ready to go to it, and we're kind of done talking sports. So
we're not talking sports.
We weren't going to be done.
What props are you talking about?
All right.
What props are you looking at for Saturday? Let's just look at Saturday's game. Give me some props.
I'll give you some touchdown scores. Who even plays on Saturday? Cricket.
I hate
All right. Shit. All right. Here's who's going to score a touchdown. George Kittle plus 190. Willie Marks plus 165.
That's right, B-Mac. Get out there 25 with a tip.
That's really all I like. Oh, wait. No. The running back for the Bears, Manangai. I like him too. Plus 210. Is that how you say his name? Manangai?
Manangai. I believe that's it.
And Goddard. So Goddard plus 200, Manangai plus 210, Willie Marks. And who was the last person I said? George Kittle. There, just gave them all to you. You're welcome.
I like Tetaroa McMillan anytime touchdown.
I feel like I would go over his yards, but you probably wouldn't get very good odds.
I think he led the all the rookies in catches, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure he was had the most catches of any rookie receiver. Tetaroa, so probably not a bad. Maybe that's what you look at. Maybe look at his receptions. See what they're set at. They got it set at. He's averaging 4.1 a game. The over/under is he's got 4.5. You get over 4.5 at plus 119. I kind of like that, dude.
Yeah, because Bryce Young tends to like even where he has nowhere else to go, like in a play, like he'll throw the ball in his area versus throwing it away. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll give him an opportunity.
Yeah, that guy, he's a freak, man. That's what a lot of these quarterbacks don't do, man. You don't realize you got the best player on the damn field for you out there. Just throw him the ball. Let him be an athlete one time. Let him puka it.
Yeah, and the funny thing is like a lot of people questioned his love for the game and his effort when he got drafted because he said that he didn't really love football and he didn't really like watching film and stuff.
That's a lot of these guys.
Yeah, I mean it's a job.
Steps, do we go to a little tight end parlay again? A little Trimble and Parkinson or something?
I gave Kittle out.
Yeah, he doesn't play Saturday. I heard you giving all these plays out that people that don't play.
Does Marks play on Saturday?
It's the Rams and the Panthers, and then the night game on Amazon Prime is Green Bay, Chicago.
Damn.
Oh, give me a let's see here. You like tight ends? I could get on board with the Colston Loveland anytime, TD.
You gotta say no homo after that, by the way.
No homo. I said get on board. I didn't say ride him or anything like that. Hell, I don't
said,
think
do you like tight ends?
Oh,
all right. Manungai is my Saturday touchdown score.
That's your Saturday. B-Mac likes Christian Watson. Ooh, Roma Dunze's back.
B-Mac says T-Mac's receiving yards line is only 53.5. I like that.
Who's scoring 2 touchdowns this weekend?
Well, it's the playoffs, dude.
DeAndre Swift.
I like that.
Manungai.
Saturday, Crick. Saturday 2 touchdown parlay, both games. Swift.
Mm-hmm.
Kyron Williams.
I'm here for it, dude.
No,
I'll ride along. Steps, you do what you want to. Go get your hair cut. I'm on board for it. Right here, Will. I'm with it.
Let me see what it pays.
He turned his camera off. Plus 52.90 is what I got on DraftKings.
52.90? Did he really leave?
Go get his hair cut. Whatever. Toughen up. I know he's still listening out there. Get your feelings hurt.
Let's see. Touchdowns. 2+. Kyron Williams comboed with Green Bay, Chicago. 2+. DeAndre Swift. $10 wins you 621. So plus 6110. So 61 to 1.
That's on Kalshi?
Yeah.
Bet that on Kalshi if you are going to bet that. Don't bet it on your books. The book's only going to get you plus 52.90, which would be 10, get you 539 back in the account. So go bet it over on Kalshi, make you about an extra $100.
I put a $10 holler on it. Why not?
Why not?
Yeah, I need you to help me with my fantasy football.
Okay.
You're a fantasy football guy, aren't you?
I love it.
Okay.
All Steps will be fine, y'all. He'll survive.
Yeah. He's just a big old pudding.
Big old pudding. Softer than dollar store cotton.
Yeah. This is nothing new.
We love Steps.
Greg made TD parlay. Ooh, we should do a quarterback TD parlay.
We should. I'm sorry, but I can't fathom driving 40 minutes to pay $50 for a haircut. That is not closing line value.
Yeah, but you don't drive 40 minutes for anything.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Maybe to go golfing if it's a course you really want to go to.
If it's a course I really want to go to, but the golf course is only about 10 minutes away.
Exactly.
So yeah, you're right. If I'm driving 40 minutes, man, that's a road trip.
All right, so I got to pick 8 players. Now, I just went in the other day and grabbed just people off the top of my head. I haven't really put much thought into this.
Okay.
But we need 8 players. I feel like the 2 quarterbacks I want to take is Josh Allen and Trevor Lawrence this weekend. Now, fantasy quarterbacks aren't always great, but I wanted to go with guys that I thought could obviously be a running threat, which both those guys are.
Yeah.
Works better for fantasy football. And I think we could see some points in this game, a little back and forth.
So how does this work? You got to pick 2 quarterbacks?
You can pick any player you want. You don't have to pick any quarterbacks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, you need against that defense, though. I feel like Brock Purdy's going to have a big game, but I'm
going to take them all off. We'll go through them.
I like Trevor Lawrence and Josh Allen. I think that's going to be kind of a shootout.
Yeah.
And
I feel
both
like I
those
have to
teams
take
won.
CMC just because of the threat and that everyone's going to take him. And it's too much of a risk that if he does have a big game, I'll miss
I
out
don't
on
think.
him.
I think you got to be kind of anti-correlated on this thing, man.
I think you do. I
Everybody's
think you do, but I think the mistake I make is like I'm anti-correlated on too many. I think there are some that you have to. So like if I take CMC and he has a big game, everyone's going to have him. If he has a shitty game, everyone's going to have him. So it's going to be a wash. Whereas if I don't take CMC and he has a big game, it's going to be really hard to make up that ground.
Man, I just don't think he's having a big game against that defense. Jalen Carter's going to be in there too. I just don't. I think you're going to get similar to what you got last week against Seattle's defense, like 11 points. And if you just think if you didn't take him and everybody else that did, and he does have another one of those games like that, which I think he's going to have, man, I think the 49ers are in trouble. And then you have a major leg up. You got to take Puka too. You got to take Puka.
Everyone's going to take Puka.
I think that's the guy that everybody's going to take that you had because Puka's going to get his.
But remember, Adams is back, who might steal the red zone targets.
They can both get it. You might not be a bad deal to take both those guys, but I don't know. I don't love the over in that game, but I think Puka even Devontae's. You got to take one or the other. Devontae's, but you're relying on touchdowns for him. Puka's going to get his volume all over the field.
I guess to be contrarian, I could take just Adams and everyone takes Puka and just hope Adams gets the touchdowns, which is what's been going on all season.
That may be better, actually. Now you say that.
Do you like Trevor Lawrence or Drake May?
What is the total in
New England's like 45.5.
I think I like Trevor Lawrence and Drake May. I would take Josh Allen away if I was going to switch a quarterback.
Really? I mean, the only offense. Well, I guess James Cook could get it.
Yeah, I'm just not. I think the Bills might be in trouble too, dude. I picked them to win this game, but I've also been slotting the damn Jaguars all year long, and they keep piling up W's.
Chat, help me out. Who do you like this weekend?
And he's
banged up. Okay, we'll skip CMC. So my two quarterbacks, I feel like you got to have no more than two quarterbacks. Some quarterbacks going to go off, but like, would you be shocked if Drake May threw 5 touchdowns again? I wouldn't. I know Chargers defense doesn't give up big plays, but I mean, he can do it with his legs. It's going to be cold out there.
I'm never shocked if Drake May throws 5 touchdowns. Never. Let's see. Look down through there. Who else we got? Keep going.
So these are ranked. I think they're ranking them by projected scores. So these are all the top guys. So if you just took the top guys, you would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 quarterbacks, and then Puka. No, 5 quarterbacks, McCaffrey and Puka, which I don't think is wise.
You know who I think's a sneaky one?
Who?
AJ Brown.
Oh God, I don't know if I want to get that risky. I think I agree with you, but I don't know if I want to get that risky just yet.
I think a lot of people are gonna. I'm telling you, I like the Eagles in that game, dude. Scrolling down a little bit.
They do have a terrible Niner defense.
This is Bryce Young. I thought it said Byron Young. I was like, you can take.
I think I was thinking for that game. I was thinking Saquon. It feels like a.
I like Saquon too. I wonder how many. What have the 49ers done against the run? So they've been pretty. I mean, even with everybody banged up, they've been pretty solid, ain't they?
No.
No.
They have the worst defensive line out of the playoffs.
Yeah, put Saquon in there, dude. Yeah, 100%. Got to. We're up for like 150 or something. What about go down just a little bit? I'll tell you another one that could be
real quick. Instead of Josh Allen, do we take James Cook? We got to take a Bills game.
Where are the Jaguars on the trench report defensive line?
9th out of 14.
Be careful with that. Oh yeah, I'd be careful with that. You like Kyron Williams, and we both like Kyron Williams and DeAndre Swift.
I like Kyron Williams.
And like I said, I like DeAndre Swift.
Some of these guys. I don't like anyone other than Swift. I don't like anyone off of like the Green Bay Chicago game, but
Nevada, I don't like to bet on any of those tight ends for Buffalo because they're like clones of each other, and they all three, even the Halls guy or whatever, gets some damn catches in that offense. And I feel like yeah, he's playing. That'll take time to
take Kincaid. I don't want to take a tight end, dude.
I'm not taking. Well, I mean, I don't necessarily think a tight end's bad. I think it's bad to take a Buffalo tight end.
Well, like, I don't wanna take a tight end when like, if I was forced to take a tight end, yes, but this, I can literally take a running back or a wide receiver instead of a tight end. It's
If you're
hard
taking
for a tight end to get 20 fantasy points. It's not hard
if you're
for a
taking
running
a tight end, the only one I think would be worth that could get you something like that would be George Kittle.
He's banged up.
I know. That's what I'm saying. But that's the only tight end that I would feel comfortable if I don't have to select a tight end,
Devontae Adams?
What about DK?
I kind of want to.
You know what I'm saying? Coming back off that, everybody been talking shit about him for 2 damn weeks now and everything else. He knows you got to come back and play well. And I'm sure Aaron Rodgers is going to give him a chance, man. Hell, who else is going to give a chance in that damn offense?
So last week, the Patriots, all the running backs got all the points and they just ran the ball. So I got to figure out, do I think that's happening again, or do I think Drake May's, because it's either I take Drake May or I take Travion Henderson.
What are the Chargers on the trench report?
They don't give up big plays defensively. The Chargers are 7th on defensive line. Yeah.
Be careful with Travion.
Swift?
I think so, dude.
How many we got? 5? We got 5. So we got 3 more we can make. Let's look at some of these other ones. Some of these long shots down here. We don't have to take these long shots, but I mean, I'll probably pick a couple more guys.
Whoever wins this thing is going to have at least one of those long shots in their lineup.
But you can't have too many of them.
No, you can't have too many of them. Goddard could have a big game too. I know we don't want to take a tight end, but he could have a big one.
Yeah.
Hey, how good are the Patriots against tight ends? Can you see that?
It doesn't tell me on that, but I can Google. I can ask Rock real quick.
I feel like a Rondé Gadsden is due for a big game too. Vidal down there. Keyshawn.
The Patriots are pretty shitty in their secondary, so that's probably pretty good. If this wasn't out in Pittsburgh, I would take Jaden Higgins as a long shot.
Yeah, dude. He catches some deep balls. Oh, well, no. You can't really take those guys because they're not getting the volume to get you the points you need when you select anybody. I was going to say, if you had to do a sneaky one, I wish they did it in tiers. I wish they had players in tiers and you had to select one from each tier.
Yeah. No, you get to pick any 8 you want.
So we need 3 more?
Yeah, let's go back to the top.
I think you got to look at one of them Chicago receivers, maybe. Rome Odunze's back. I don't want to take Saquon and AJ Brown though.
No, I don't want to take. We got Swift for Chicago. I think it's going to be.
What about Josh Jacobs? What are the Bears against the run?
Bad.
And what did he do in the other 2 games against them?
Bears are 12 on the defensive line.
Well, let's see. Let's just see what.
Let me see what he did.
Yeah,
Jacobs has been so hit or miss. He's been injured
but we're in a playoff game now.
Dude, this is going to be the 3rd time they've played each other in 6 weeks.
So I'm thinking, what he doing those last 2 games?
It's going to be lower scoring.
Hey, what was the result of those games?
First game, Packers won 28-21 in Green Bay. Josh Jacobs ran for 20 carries, 86 yards, and a touchdown. He also had 2 catches for 6 yards. So, I mean, decent game.
Respectable.
20 Second game. Second game, Chicago won 22-16 in overtime in Chicago. That was that crazy comeback by Chicago.
Yeah, they had to come back on that one, yeah.
Yeah, Josh Jacobs. Well, this is the most recent one, which was just a couple weeks ago when he started getting banged up. He only had 12 carries for 36 yards. No touchdowns.
That's what I'm saying, though. I think that was part of it, that they were seeing their path to the playoffs, and
that was also that Malik Willis game where Malik Willis went crazy. Remember, Jordan Love got hurt. Malik Willis went 9 of 11, 121 yards and a tutty.
I like Josh Jacobs.
You do?
I do. I don't think the Bears are just going to blow him out in this game, dude. And I do think he was probably banged up in that last matchup. But you look, I think it's going to be similar to that first matchup where you give him 20-plus carries.
I should bet the no on Jacobs' touchdown then.
The only way I think Green Bay knows, neither one of these games have really been shootouts back and forth, but I think Green Bay knows They need to control the clock. They got a lot of guys banged up. Chicago's been playing well. You're on the road, so you try to build a lead early and try to feed that monster.
We got to take a Bills player. So I'm looking at it. I don't trust any of their wide receivers because you never know. I'm thinking,
you got to take Josh Allen
or James Cook.
I don't necessarily love that one.
Okay, then we'll take Josh Allen. One player left.
One player
DK
left.
Deep balls.
Put DK in there.
You asked the chat to help.
Oh shit!
You've been giving me anytime. BMAC. You've been saying, what is Justin Herbert's anytime TD? I don't want to take Herbert because I don't know. I don't think the Chargers are going to score many points. Jacoby Myers anytime TD. This isn't anytime TD picks. Who do we think is going to get the most fantasy points?
Yeah, this is fantasy, y'all. This is fantasy. We need these guys to score fantasy points right here. So we're trying to find the highest scoring fantasy combo out of these players. Right, you can pick anybody you want. You ain't got to pick a tight end. You can pick all quarterbacks if you want to, which would be a bad bet. But yeah, we're just trying to find the highest scoring combination here, man. I kind of like that.
Do you like Lawrence or ETN?
Dude, I can't bet it. The way Trevor Lawrence has been playing.
That's true.
I'm telling you, that guy Sunshine looking good out there, man. He is doing the damn thing.
I want to take DK, but that is also the lowest total on the board.
Take Devontae Adams.
I already have him, don't I?
Don't think so.
No, we have Kyron
He's
Williams.
right there. He's right there by Nico.
Okay. Or do we want Bryce Young?
No. He's probably going to throw for 8 touchdowns.
Parker Washington? He scored last week.
Yeah. La DD.
Lad?
I ain't betting no Chargers players.
My favorite sneaky pick is Chuba Hubbard, but I'm not going to do it.
My favorite sneaky pick is Rondé Gadsden. That's the only Chargers player I'd consider.
Man, this last pick is tough.
What about Rico Dowdle?
Maybe. I don't have any San Fran players.
I don't think you need them.
I literally have all running backs and all quarterbacks.
What could go wrong? We had a receiver in there, didn't we?
No, we took him off.
Well, we got to get one. We got to get a receiver then.
You just play it safe and go with Puka?
I think you go a little contrarian, go Devontae.
Devontae and Kyron?
Golly. We need to pick a receiver on the team. We ain't got a running back picked.
I know. It's so hard. This is so tough. Nico, but I hate the total.
Pick a receiver on one of the teams you got the quarterback with so you can get the stack. That way, if they throw a touchdown pass to them, you get all the points. So
probably have to be a Jacksonville wide receiver then.
I like Jacoby Myers.
All right, done. So our team is DeAndre Swift, Kyron Williams. Wait, I don't have Travion Henderson picked. Oh, no. Sorry. That was my previous. Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence, Drake May, Saquon, Josh Jacobs, Kyron Williams, Jacoby Myers, DeAndre Swift.
I like it. Run for days, boys. Run for days. You guys, some guy said you guys had Steps in tears. Nah. Steps can handle it.
DK for some deep balls. I know, but like,
I don't hate that either, dude. I think DK. I think they're gonna have to throw it to DK in that game.
Ghosts don't count out Herbert. I'm not doing it. Not picking.
I've already counted him out, Ghost.
Ah, man, I don't know.
Yeah.
I talk myself into like all these guys.
I like DK too. I mean, I think DK's gonna get somebody, especially coming back from that little suspension there.
We'll change that like 10 times.
At least 10 times.
Oh man. You doing a show this morning?
I am. I'm gonna do it, man. Like I said,
Even
steps. I
without
guess.
your partner in crime?
Yep, Grass Guy. Hope he's doing all right. She should be in recovery right now, I'd say, from going under the knife. I guess Steps got haircuts and shit to do. But yeah, we'll get in here. We'll talk some about. We got a full slate of NHL tonight. So we'll check it out and see what if we can find a few winners, man. Like I said, got the bounce back day yesterday, so we're gonna try to keep it rolling.
What's the NBA doing today?
We're only like 4 games or something.
Oh yeah. Ugh. Oh my god, they're all super high totals too, Greg.
Just bet the under.
Let me tell you the totals today. They actually go in order from lowest to highest from the start, first game to the last game. So 232.5, 237.5, 239.5, 241.5.
What could go wrong?
How the hell are the Cavs and Timberwolves 239.5? That seems high.
Nah, Cavs games are always high 230s. I ain't seen one below 238.5, I don't think. They don't all go over, but they always set them high. I might need to leave that shit alone today.
Yeah, I guess. Here's their last few games: 136, 124, 121, 141, 114, sorry, not one. Let me do that again. 236, 234, 221, 241, 214, 217, 240, 250 something. Jesus, 259. 271. That's against the Pelicans and Hornets, though.
Hell, there was a Bulls game a couple weeks ago. The final score was 152 to 150 without overtime.
But they're playing the Timberwolves. Like, where's that? In Minnesota.
That game probably is going over.
I'm going to stay away.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to too, but it probably is going over. So, well, all right then.
All right, good show.
Good show. I need a couple minutes to take a tinkle, get a refill, and I'll be rolling over there on the Sports Picture channel, y'all. We'll do Kirk's Corner. I don't know how long we'll go. We'll probably go about an hour this morning. We'll run through that stuff. Probably get through it a little quicker. Since I'll be by myself, but y'all come over there and hang out, man. Come check it out. Sir, hope you feel better, man.
Thank you. We'll be back tomorrow. 7:30 again. Does that work for you?
Works for me, sir. You tell me when, I'll be here.
Yep, 7:30.
All right. Well, chat. Anyway. Y'all have a good day. You have a good day, sir. You gonna do the raid?
Yep.
All right, cool. Do your thing. Like I said, you can send it whenever. I'll be over there in about 2 minutes, y'all. Y'all have a good day, buddy. You be safe. Feel better. I'll see you in the morning.
See you in the morning, buddy. And it was just me, chat. While we wait, we'll wait. I don't got anything to do this morning, so we'll wait. I want to look at some of these. Since no one likes talking NFL with me. Sharp money on the Rams. Action Network expert likes the Rams. I like the Rams here to cover too. It's a lot of points. 69% of the money. AO is on the Panthers catching the points. I think last game, too many fluky things happened for the Panthers. Not only cover, but win that game. I don't see that mistake happening again. You got to remember, too, the Rams were on such a hot streak that was like a flat spot for them. I think that was after. Let me look. I think that was right after that Seattle game that was down in L.A. That crazy, like, 19-17 game. No. Yeah, wait. No, it wasn't. Yeah, dude, the Rams were on a crazy streak. They were on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-game winning streak heading out to Carolina. After they just beat the Seahawks 21-19 and then the Bucks 34-7, and then they had to go to Carolina and then they lost. So I don't know. We'll see, but I do like laying the 10.5 with the Rams there. And I hate laying. I mean, it's It's a road playoff game, and they're putting the line at 10.5. There's a reason why they're putting the line at 10.5. Now, if this comes down to 10 or back down to 9.5, then I'd be scared. But they're leaving it at 10.5, even though a majority of the money, a good chunk of the money, is over on the Panthers. Me and Ghost out here on an island, says B-Mac. Hang out, have some margaritas, chill, enjoy your island. Packers, Bears. Apparently, this is on Amazon Prime. Prime game. Packers, Bears. Kind of sucks. I was hoping either mine or my team or the Bills were going to be on a Saturday game. I'm gonna go watch it with my buddy Cole. We'll see. But I think it's going to be a good one. Packers, Bears. What is Chicago's temp supposed to be like? Let's see. Supposed to be 32 and some snow in Chicago Saturday night. Ooh, baby. Carolina, it's supposed to be 70, though. A little bit of wind. That looks interesting. We'll see. We'll see. But that's where I'm leaning now. We'll get into more of those over the weekend. And then we got the Wise Guy Roundtable, of course. Wise Guy Roundtable on Sunday. Let's raid Crick. Let's rate them. Get over here. Hop in the chat. Say hello. The show continues. Crick's going to go over all the lines and stuff for today, including the hockey lines. I'm going to go sit on the couch. Try to recover. You know. There's David. Boom. Love it. Love it. But yeah, let's go hang out with Crick. We'll be back tomorrow morning bright and early, 4:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Recapping the college football game tonight. Talking about tomorrow's college football game. Ducks, Indiana. Should be a good one. Should be a good one. Hopefully I'll have a little bit more energy. And the bank account will be a lot bigger. The betting account. We'll see. But good show today. We'll catch you guys tomorrow bright and early. Until then, good luck, good gambling, and game on.